Al, this is take two, but you know, it's the funniest thing is the way I'm doing these videos now with you is funny because I've been doing them for 2 years thinking that we were building up I admittedly never checked YouTube. I was thinking we were building up the punchline of what the free selection was, not realizing that it's in the beginning, right? So now that everybody
Right.
knows we're going to talk about a WNBA game, it kind of like the way I talk is like completely different now. But I
But I
want to,
do want to try to play a joke on the audience at least one time in the next few months where it says,
oh, 100%.
our three players on the Super Bowl, and then like we'll give them the, college basketball game,
Somebody,
Fairleigh Dickinson versus, whatever Long
somebody in the
Island.
comments said, is he really going to give out? Like he saw the title, he went and watched the video, and he was like, he couldn't believe he got a football game, whether they covered or not. I think Penn State didn't cover. It was one of those
Yeah,
backdoor,
25 seconds left. They got backdoor.
and that's what happens when you're laying those big numbers. That happens, right? I mean, that's just
Happens at any number.
I mean, it happens at any number. I was going to ask you before we get to the complimentary selection in the WNBA, which everybody's aware of. I wanted some football talk. There's this misnomer of I've been told for years and years, always take double-digit dogs in the NFL.
Well, double-digit home dogs. I can look it up, but yeah, the double-digit road dogs aren't going to get you anywhere one way or the other. But double-digit home dogs is long-term very profitable. My attitude with double-digit home dogs in the NFL, you either take the home dog or you pass the game, pretty much. Not 100% of the time, but that's usually the way you want to look. But like if I just go look at double-digit road dogs just to give you the difference. So a double-digit home dog is 132 and 105, 56%. That's tough to fade that kind of number.
And then does that go all the way down to like +1? Oh no, we're
No,
double-digit.
double-digit, 10 or more
10 or more.
at home.
Got it.
132 and 105. And there are ways to tighten that up, which I know about.
Right.
Double-digit road dogs, it's flipping a coin. I don't have my glasses on. Can barely see what the numbers are. 581 and 549. So it's a wash, really.
Yeah, it's definitely a wash.
It's 51%, but whatever. I mean, it's.
And when you're running numbers, somebody asked me this in the past. This is based on the closing number, right? Because the lines move all week.
Yeah, I mean, and the reason you want people will ask, well, why the closing number? Why not a midweek number? Why not the opening number? The closing number is the only thing that matters, and the reason is because it reflects all available public information at the time of kickoff, including, most importantly, who's playing in the game. I mean, it's silly to use a midweek or opening number when, a quarterback is questionable, for example. It just makes no sense. So
there you go.
The closing number is the only number people should care about.
So for you guys, we have it's September 1st. So first of all, as my partner used to say, we're going to make it a September to remember. Even though there's CFL tonight and there's college football tonight, it's the last Monday, I believe, with an absence of a Monday night football game. And I haven't looked ahead. A lot of times they do the double headers on Monday night. I don't know if they're doing that on week 2. I have to look ahead and look. But with that being said, it is the last Monday night without an NFL game, and yesterday you went 2-1 to open for your clients. You lost the football, but you did go 2-0 in the WNBA. And what we were talking about in the prior video that we just we're reshooting now was a lot of handicappers won't even, and that was my point in the other video, was a lot of handicappers won't actually handicap baseball or WNBA. And I'm not going to name names, but there's some handicappers that I follow, for instance, in baseball that I respect, who had no plays yesterday. And then, of course, today I have a whole card of plays at the time of this recording on Sunday because there's only one football game. And where yesterday my subscribers that subscribe to my baseball, I just wake up like it's just another day and I'm not going to forget about baseball.
Okay, so, we don't mince words here. I think maybe that's some of the reasons why people like us. We're not going to... we'll tell it like it is.
Exactly.
Okay. So the reason, and this isn't a PickDawgz thing, this is a industry-wide thing. Handicappers are sales-oriented, and people are buying football on football Saturday and football Sunday. So, people may not put the work in for baseball or WNBA because, hey, if they put up a football play, it can get X number of sales. If they put up a WNBA play, it'll get Y number of sales. And to be frank, at PickDawgz yesterday, my football sales were 5.5 times my WNBA sales. Now I'm very happy with the WNBA sales. It was good, but I'm just trying to say, like, that's the difference. If people want to really understand why, football is king. And
you can't change that, right?
You can't, and I don't have a problem. I mean, I'm sure I can tell you because I got some feedback from clients calling me, I can tell you with 100% certainty, my clientele, the subscriber base, was probably not thrilled with the fact I had 1 football and 2 WNBA plays on Saturday. But the ones who've been with me long term know the game. I mean, they know, they've been with me, and they know it's a very short time when I'm going to have 15 plays on a college football Saturday. So they can, but the new clients, I mean, I got a few calls from guys who just joined, and they were like, what's going on? There's only 1 play. And so that's just from a business side. I think I told you not too long ago, we talked about, I handicap all 160 games on a Saturday. I told you, like, Larry Ness would only do, top 25 college basketball, for example. Right. He's passed away, so I can actually reveal some of his secrets right now. Right. There's a lot of business decisions or decisions that handicappers make. It's, do I have the time to do all the work? Is it going to sell if I do the work? And let's face it.
Right. Exactly. Now,
it's, I have but I will say I have the luxury of being able to kind of do what I want to do after being in the business for 30 some years. I don't have to kowtow to expectations, and I can, and clients can, but not every handicapper has that luxury.
Right. I agree.
If that makes sense.
It is.
And I think Micah's the same way, right? Like Micah's
the same way. I'm the same way. My clients know, like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be playing baseball every day, regardless if there's 30 football games or not, just because it's the nature of what I do. Micah, I just logged in, at the time of this recording, it's 3:00 Eastern Standard Time, 12 noon for you. I just logged into one of Micah's accounts. He's got 7 tennis matches up. So it's like, we're all over the place, but like you said, it's for just like we have a very small percentage of all access members that get it, and we hope that if you're watching is you come on board. Like, do I think that if Micah was selling picks at PickDawgz.com and he posted 7 tennis plays on a Sunday morning? No. Do I think people would be buying them up? Absolutely not.
Right. Yeah, and if a guy's he's on Twitter, it's his first year in the business, for example, and he's trying to build a business, he doesn't have the luxury to put up 1 football play and 2 WNBA plays. That's just reality. Like, you have to. There's an old, I think it was Seth Godin, that marketing guy.
Right.
I forget the name of his very famous guy. He said in one of his marketing books, he said, sell what people want to buy, not what you want to sell.
Exactly.
So that's like marketing 101.
And I will say I'm right there with you of having the luxury. I cost myself, for instance, I know you're not aware of it. You go onto PickDawgz.com. I have 2 products on my website. One is $500 for a week. One is $1,000 for a month, my base product. And obviously the amount of sales I'm going to get versus if I divided that down into like daily packages, of course. But I have that luxury of wanting someone to commit to 7/30 days. And I don't want to be judged on, for instance, you had Texas yesterday. My business model, for me, Eric, it doesn't work if I get 100 people go and buy Texas yesterday and then I get, the emails, oh, you suck. I don't even I want the guy that's just going to play the volume for the week. It's a different way. You and I both have that luxury, but I agree with you completely.
But I am not, if someone is the, like you said, you follow this baseball handicapper who didn't have baseball. I'm not going to slag someone for running the business like a business.
Got it.
Let's just say that.
There you go. So with that being said, since everybody knows which matchup we're looking at today in the WNBA, what are we looking at? Coming off your 2-0, coming off your 2-0 yesterday as a client's get in the WNBA.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the Dallas Wings. They're on a 7-game losing streak, Eric, and they're a 14-point underdog. And in the WNBA, if you take teams that have lost, 7 or more games as an if they're installed as an underdog on the road, they've gone 60-31 ATS. So yeah, and then also just doesn't matter if they're off wins or losses or home or road or any of that. If you're just a big dog in the WNBA, if you're catching 14 points, you're not going to go broke. Those teams have done quite well over the years. So
there you go, guys. So it is your last Monday without NFL football. So reach out to me if you want to get started for Thursday's week 1 of the NFL, which, believe it or not, we're a couple days away. And as always, 443-957-1006. You can send me an email, eric@pickdawgz.com. And as always, good day and good luck.